A few years ago, when I began considering working with organic farming, with regenerative farming, one of the largest uncertainties I had was how am I going to manage the weeds in my cereal fields without utilizing herbicides, without using, for example, glyphosate. Now we do it without any problem, without using any of these products. I'll tell you about it in this video. This is a cereal field located in Canfon, which is part of our farm. It is a wheat field, specifically growing a type of wheat called kamut. We planted this wheat about a month and a half ago, and it is still in its early stages of growth, remaining very small. However, today marks the crucial time to initiate weed control measures in order to prevent potential competition issues. Although the weeds are currently not a problem, in a few weeks or months they could pose a significant threat, potentially suffocating the cereal crop and greatly reducing its yields. Our objective for today is to utilize mechanical methods for weed control, entirely avoiding the use of chemicals naturally, in order to effectively manage the growing weeds in this kamut field.
This is flea market bleachers. Spikes on the trail.
How does this work?
Well, as you can see here, it has a large number of spikes, a considerable amount that perform a superficial job.
Furthermore, these spikes have like a spring that vibrates a little when working, you know.
What the heck, the plowing's even better.
The crucial aspect regarding this machine, which is a foldable machine designed for road trips and is available in various sizes, is that it essentially possesses three types of adjustments. The first is with the tractor's hydraulics.
The second crucial aspect is that from this point onward, what we can do is provide a greater or lesser quantity.
Aggressiveness to these spikes.
What can we do? Well, we can relocate here to increase their inclination and perform a more intense and profound task, or adjust how we transport them presently due to the small size of the wheat, reducing their aggressiveness to encourage more upward expansion. And the other graduation we have here are these wheels. These wheels here. These wheels that ultimately function as our depth control mechanism. With these wheels we can work deeper, at a greater depth or at a shallower depth. You just have to calibrate them around here, and it's a regulation that needs to be done for each field, for each phenological moment, for each type of soil. However, it is only through experimentation with this technique that we can discover the optimal method for removing weeds, eliminating them without causing excessive harm to the crop. Actually, we hardly do any harm to the cereal, to the wheat in this case.
Here you can clearly see the area where the bleachers have passed, the trail, pulling out the grass, and the area that has not yet been passed. Additionally, you can see the lines, and now you can observe how the machine is coming and performing this superficial work. This is because we are conducting a superficial operation at a depth of 2 to 3 centimeters, no more. The purpose is to remove the small plants that could potentially cause issues in the future in this kamut field, ensuring a problem-free environment for our activities. It is a really quick task. We are operating at a speed of 8 kilometers per hour. It possesses low fuel consumption because it is a task that does not necessitate much traction. This tool has a width of 6 meters, which allows for quick completion of the job on a 1 hectare plot. As a result, the costs are highly affordable, making it an ideal choice for booking with this mechanical system that is specifically designed for organic farming and regenerative agriculture practices. This machine has a little secret, which is not to look back, because when we have passed, it seems like we have destroyed the field, that we have destroyed the crop, but after a few days, and especially if it rains a little, it rises again. And even this, as it is a small ploughing, is a small stimulation to the mineralization of the elements of the organic matter that is here. Essentially, it is similar to us also applying a small amount of nitrogen. Therefore, it is necessary to anticipate and plan ahead, accurately adjust the machine, and be careful not to damage or disrupt the cereal during the process. You must keep it in control. Despite seeming harmful, we're actually not. Here you can observe the spot where we've put in the effort.
Here it is.
And here's the one that's already done. And even though there's a big difference today, in a few days there wouldn't be any difference at all.
Here you can clearly see the location where we are not yet.
He gone too far.
He truly went overboard. We already have birds here, which is a positive indication, and they are already eating. In a couple days,
The job though,
we have accomplished it. The wheat will stay in this state or even grow more without you even noticing, but it is true.
at this moment it appears that we are in the process of burying, and in actuality we are indeed burying, albeit to a minor degree.
The crop, by its own efforts, will quickly bounce back and recover in a short span of time.
Here it looks like a field without weeds, just with wheat, but really if we do,
We need to pay attention because there are small plants sprouting here that could become a problem in the long run.
what we do with this job is
These plants, when the soil is disturbed or moved, are uprooted from the ground, they stay on top of the soil surface, and these roots dry up, resulting in these herbs no longer being able to thrive or grow successfully. Here are a few more that will endure with the root on top and will not be a problem anymore. So there will be no more issues or concerns moving forward.
It is the type of job that is crucial to complete in dry weather. It is even more advantageous if there is a slight breeze, a bit higher temperature. Because if not, if it rains immediately, these plants, these seedlings, with their small roots, if it rains a bit, they are going to stick back into the ground. But if not, just a few hours.
Dry weather and a bit of
Dang, these plants simply wither in the wind. This creates an opportunity for the wheat that remains, as it is left without competition and can grow more effectively in its absence.